What's up, my friends? And today is a Galactus throwback day. I decided to bring out my old Galactus. This is the OG Sideshow Galactus that was released in '09, I believe. And this one, I think, is even a little earlier. I may have those wrong, but anyway, they're here. I thought I'd bring them out because it's been a Galactus week. And it's crazy. Galactus is getting so much attention because Sideshow's announcement or their pre-order for their new Galactus. And if you haven't heard, a lot of people were upset about the new Galactus maquette, that it was so small. I think overall most people accepted the design, which is a good design. They were just upset that it was only 26 inches. So a lot of people wanted to pair that up with the new Sideshow Silver Surfer, and they were disappointed that the scale, I guess you couldn't say scale because Galactus is unscalable, but for the fact that he's so small, 26 inches, and I have to agree with that a little bit, but hey, you just don't buy the piece. I'm actually a little relieved, not relieved, but man, my Galactus here, my two Galactus, man, they are the reigning champions, and I have them both right here. I thought I'd bring them back out because, man, it's just so crazy that Galactus, I mean, you see customs of almost every character everywhere, all over the net, but no one really made any Galactus. So I think that's why a lot of the fans were yearning for a custom Galactus, because it's been so long since a Galactus release has came out. You haven't seen any from XM. I mean, it's pretty much just Sideshow. But ever since this whole controversy has went down, the customs are on it, man. There's a lot of appearing now. I've seen 3 or 4 so far, and I see one that is pretty awesome that I really want to get. I think it's like 37 inches, and I think that was the appropriate size, and I think that's what most people were looking for in the new Sideshow release. So this particular custom company, I should say, I don't want to mention the name since it is an unlicensed piece. You know, I'm just leery of customs, especially what happened to I don't even know how to say it. Aventalier Arts. So Aventalier seems like they were pretty legit. I mean, they had a lot of good designs, but they really never delivered it. I mean, they just scammed people out of a lot of money. And oh my gosh, they had the fan base, and I don't see how they screwed that one up. Unless it was just someone that I don't know what the details were. But they had a lot of cool designs, and I am surprised that they just scammed so many people out of their money. And I don't know, because they could have been a huge successful company. I mean, it's amazing that they would just throw that in the garbage by just taking some people's money just for a few projects. I mean, that's just nuts. Anyway, back to Galactus. Here we are, man. So we got the early Galactus. This one is the earliest. I think this one's older than this one. And this one actually got signed at the Infinity Gauntlet reunion. And some of you may have seen, I did put this one for sale. I had quite a few offers. I just didn't think it was worth selling. Got a lot of lowballers. You know, I could have got $1,500 for it, but you know what? I think it's worth more than that to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep this guy because I mean, you could probably find the statue anytime. Not anytime, but you see it for sale here and there. But the signatures from George Perez, Ron Lim, Rubenstein, and Starlin, I don't think they're ever going to be doing a reunion again because, for one, George Perez did retire. So I don't think he's going to be doing any signings or that many more. I don't know if when you retire that means you can't do the cons anymore. I'm figuring so, but let's face it, all 4 of them are getting very old. And to me, these signatures are worth more than that to me. So they went ahead and signed these antenna on Galactus, and over here, you know, I actually just gave them the statues, and they actually signed them. You got Lim up here, Rubenstein down there. You got Starlin on his antenna. So I kind of wish they did these in silver. But you know what? I don't care. It's really cool that I was able to get both of them signed. This one's just a little more presentable. But I couldn't really get them signed on the stand because there's a lot of grit, kind of like sandpaper on the stand, because that's supposed to be cosmic dust. I mean, it's pretty plain, but I like plain stands, but I just think there's not a good area where I can get the with signatures at. But anyway, I'm really glad, man. Check out OG Galactus. I know he has a regular face switch out. It's just the face. I don't want to pull that out. Pretty much, and then you have a Silver Surfer here, and you also have Nova. I don't think we need to bring those out either. But this guy got light ups here in the eyes. Not gonna pull that out either. Yeah, pretty much all accessories, all the extras, the cables. I never use light ups. I just throw them in the drawer, and I just enjoy the statue as is. So this was definitely a different style, different paint. This one's a little more matte, and this one's more glossy. And this one is 33 inches tall, so he's a pretty big monster. And like I said, I think that's what people were looking for on the new pieces, because you have to have Galactus bigger than the other statues, and you can't really do that with a 26-inch statue. But that's okay. You never know. Sideshow can come out with something in the future, like an EX that's 35 inches or whatever. You never know. So we'll see what happens to that in the future. I know XM, from what I hear, is working on a Galactus, but it's probably not going to be anytime soon. From what I hear, it's going to be around 2022, and that's not even guaranteed. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And if XM comes out with one, I'm all over it, unless it's 26 inches. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Galactus to my left, Galactus to my right. It's a Galactus week, and we'll see lots of Galactus in the future. Like I said, a lot of customs out there that are, and I bet you in the next couple weeks you're going to see a lot of new custom Galactus 3D renders, and there's going to be a lot more on the market, in my opinion. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Please subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and we'll see you next time.